What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, everybody? So we are back for an all new season of BT's The Quad. This is season 2, episode 1, In Love and in Trouble, bitch. And it was all one word. So we start the episode off, and it's the typical, what they trying to show HBCU, y'all on the campus, y'all on the quad, y'all listening to a little concert. It's revolutionary in its spirits and everything. And then you see Noni in the band marching, and it's a little somber music that they're playing. And then there's a casket with the GAMU, you know, towel or whatever on it, and flag on it. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, who that? I know y'all ain't doing this for no damn Terrence, okay? We'll get to him in a second. And what wound up happening is Nomi and this other guy, whatever, they started giving a speech about how, they're not gonna be for their HBCU, GAMU, being taken over and being involved with this white company, this corporation or whatever, uh, just to save the school or whatever. They're all against it because once you do stuff like that, you lose all your power, you lose all your focus. They try to come in and they change stuff. They say, okay, well, we ain't gonna do nothing. We gonna keep it the way that it's been doing. You can operate the same way that you want to operate, but then once they go ahead and they seek their teeth in it, bitch, they changing everything. They not trying to change nothing about the school. They wanted to stay a HBCU, true and true and through and through. All right. So at the same time, while they down there protesting, we got Dean Eva, okay. She's in a conference meeting with the coach of the football team, as well as Terrence's parents. Okay, they're meeting with the lawyers. The coach is giving this little apology and saying, "I'm so sorry for the loss of your son. He was like family or whatever, and all this stuff, and woo, woo, woo," trying to make them feel better. And I guess they gave him the suicide note to read. And he really did commit suicide. Okay, he felt like people turned their back on them and all this shit. And everything was cool. Eva was me, bitch. She ain't really want to be there, okay? And it's understandable why she didn't want to be there. She had to be there because she's the dean of the school. She did not want to be there because I don't give a fuck about this boy. It's fucked up that he committed suicide. I think that's a cowardly thing. But you also assaulted and sexually, raped other girls on the campus, and one of those girls was my daughter, okay? So I really don't feel like being here. Everything was going smooth, and then she hear the little stuff going down outside, right? She looking out the window trying to see what's happening, and then I think she saw Jason down there. I said, leave that boy alone, please. We ain't got time for this. No, 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 because you done fucked around and got with a psychotic one, okay? um she come back to the table. She thinking everything's all good until the mama listening, talking to her lawyer, and they was like, she just want one more thing: a public apology to everyone about her son. I said, bitch, you got your goddamn nerves. Your son you need to fucking apologize for the fact that you gave birth to a rapist. You know what? That's not your fault. That's not your fault, so I'm gonna take that back. But you need to apologize for the fact that you won't acknowledge the fact that your child was a sexual assaulter, okay? That's what you need to apologize for. Instead of quit sweeping it underneath the rug, all right? You need to look deeper into why this motherfucker did the shit that he did. Okay, people turn their backs on him and all that shit. That's because he was guilty of some shit, bitch. Why the fuck you gonna take your life like that, okay? You couldn't stand to the jury. You couldn't stand up to the heat, bitch, but you could do the crime, but you can't do the time. So you just take your girl, fuck out of here. I was even everything. Then she going to a therapy session with her daughter. Come to find out, I guess for the last couple of months or so, her and Sydney been going to these mother-daughter therapy sessions, trying to, get to the bottom of the things that's going on. I said, every day? Is this on the school's dime? Cause bitch, y'all must got some good insurance. Cause I know that bill is high every fucking day. Shit. But anyway, Sydney is like, she's trying to put all this shit behind her. She wants to move forward, and she feels as though, school is about to start back up, class is starting. I don't want to go through this no more, so I'm gonna end the therapy classes. I'm gonna keep doing my self-defense classes, and that's just gonna be it. So Eva feels that she gonna stop the classes too, so hey, it is what it is. Dr. Diamond, Director Diamond, bitch, He getting himself together, trying to do some scans, do some workup to see how he's progressing as he's getting better. Because remember, they was treating him the last season for the little illness that he had. Remember when they was on the Battle of the Bands or whatever they was at, where what's his name? Rico, bitch, Tyreek from Sister Sister stole his music, and then he passed the fuck out. Mm-hmm. And he was, in the cancer part, okay? So they dealing with that, and he's waiting on the results and all this shit. He's out to dinner with his sister. And they was just having a nice time until little Tariq came up in there with his bitch on his arm, just stunting. And he was like, that Director Diamond, what's up? And I said, bitch, you got a lot of fucking nerves. Now, see, when I first started watching this, I couldn't stand Diamond because he was basically him and old boy, they was anti-women. They didn't want to be judged or be, governed by a woman. So I was just over that whole fact and that whole attitude. But when it came to this, I was definitely on his side. I was on his side like, beat that bitch ass, okay? Because that probably would have been me. Don't come up here talking to me like we all to the good, knowing damn well you done took my shit. And you didn't just take something that was a duplicate of something else that was already out. You took something from him that he made personally for his family, regardless of what it was. And if you didn't know the significance of it, you stole it from him, and it was personal. And bitch, he felt that shit. Soon as he opened up his mouth, he saw that motherfucker and turned red and tried to beat his ass. Bitch, it was like fucking loving hip hop, okay? It was loving HBCUs up in this bitch going head to head, all right? In a fucking decent ass restaurant. This looked like at least a 4.5-star restaurant, because the maitre d' came over there and was like, look, I know y'all just ordered, but I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all food in a to-go plate and a doggy bag, and I want you to take Mr. Diamond out. Thank you. I said, But dude was like, what the fuck is your problem? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? It was like, because you stole my music. You stole my music, you fucking bitch. I was like, oh, if they can cuss on BET, like really cuss, that'll warm my heart. But I give y'all the uncensored version because I tell y'all what they really be wanting to say. Okay? But anyway, he said all that, and he was like, bitch, I ain't steal your shit. You need to ask the little house mouse that you got up there and see what the fuck she did, because the bitch ain't playing nothing else but the trumpet. She also playing your ass too. And he was like, it's still fuck you, bitch, okay? So fuck you. I was like, uh-oh, little Noni, you about to get your ass fucked, bitch. Anyway, moving on from that, we get to finally see Madison. Madison is Sydney's roommate, okay, the little white girl that she had an issue with at first, but then they became really good friends. And you know what? I'm gonna just stay on this for a second. Madison, little boyfriend, Ryan, that she kept on talking about in the first season, trying to get a hold of, never could really get a hold of, and we all of us thought that the bitch wasn't real. Okay, I was like, girl, this is some Play-Doh ass relationship. It ain't real until this motherfucker pops up out the blue. Okay, first of all, whoever he is, he looked like he was on some stuff. He looked like he come from the other side of the tracks. Okay, he looked like somebody in his family probably was doing some meth. And he just looked all around shady and not a good guy. He came there, the conference was over here, so, the hotel was around the corner, so I decided to just pop in. She was like, no, baby, no. You're not going to stay at no hotel. You're going to stay here with me. Sydney popped up and was like, oh, so you really are real. And Sydney said exactly what the fuck I would have said. Oh, you really are real. I thought you was a real boyfriend instead of a douchebag that'll keep a bitch holding on and all this shit. She just basically pulled his card in her introduction to seeing him. And I was like, it's what he deserves. It's what he deserves, okay? Next thing they start getting it in. I was like, it's what you're supposed to do. It's what you're supposed to do, okay? He didn't came through all this time, and now you trying to get some, go ahead and knock that shit out, okay? Both of them horny, go ahead. That's what you're supposed to do. Come to find out, this bitch, Dumb Tuck, broke up with the girl, okay? And his whole thing was, I'm finna come in and get them skins one more time. Let me dive in for a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut this shit off. I said, you are trash. And so she's in there on the phone, trying to understand, what did they do? Ryan, stop. Right? I said, girl, ain't no way. I ain't never finna be on the phone crying over no goddamn bitch like that. Bitch, you wanna play me? I'm gonna play your ass back, hoe, okay? Sydney said, hang that shit up. Hang that shit up, bitch. Fuck him. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. Come on, I got your back, girl. Now, see, Sydney can be a little spoiled ass brat, and she can be a little bitch at times. But when it comes to what I learned about Sydney, she gonna have the back of her friends, okay? And she really had the back. We need good girlfriends and dudes, good guy friends in our lives that'll ride or die just like Sydney. Sydney said, bitch, you not finna sit here and you ain't finna cry over this nigga. What we finna go do, we finna find his fucking car, okay? And we finna fuck that shit up. You know, I bust the windows out your car. I said, come through. Now, you should have mixed that with, hold up, you know, because that's all that they was giving me when they was, busting the window, scratching that shit up. I said, is he really gonna care about the car? The car look old as fuck as it is, okay? It look like 1980 something. But hey, that's his only mode of transportation, so shit, fuck that shit up, okay? And that's exactly what they did. I said, go ahead, bitch. That's how you do it. You stick by your friends, all right? Threw her a little no dicks allowed party, got her fucked up and shit. You know, they was just having a good time. Niggas ain't shit but hoes and tricks. That's all they was doing. That was their motto up in there. Mind you, Cedric, let's get to him. Ceddy baby, you wrong as shit for this, all right? Now, we told you not to tap Browns. Is that how you say her name? Not to tap B's ass, okay? Because she's a virgin. You know, and you just never know how virgins may act. Sometimes they may get a little clinky. Sometimes they just like, bitch, it is what it is. I see you later, deuce. We'll work this out later. So, I guess, you know, in his mind, she became the first one. A little bit too clinky for him. He convinced her to move out of her little apartment that she was sharing with like 4 other people to come into the dorms. She wound up rooming with Noni or whatever her name is. Um, and she going over there to his place, to his little dorm room while he over there studying or whatever, trying to see him. And instead of just coming to the door and telling her, yo, baby, I just need to spend tonight by myself. I gotta get some studying in, and I'll check you later. We'll kick it later. He had Bryce go up to the door and lie and say that he ain't there. So then when Bryce was like, okay, cool, bye, you need a message? Okay, you ain't gonna say nothing? Close the door in her face. And before she can fully walk away, the bitch, I said, why do they always do this? You lie about not being there. Or when you say you're not there or something and you're finna somebody leaving the house and you're about to do some fucked up shit, y'all don't even wait a good 30 seconds before they, a few feet away before you start talking, before you start doing your fuck shit. Bitch, they can still hear. She heard him in there talking about how, yeah, she doing too much and she this and she that. And was like, all this shit. So it hurt her feelings. She was at the party getting fucked up. He coming down there because she wasn't trying to talk to him. She coming down. He came to the party, tried to talk to her, and then tried to flip that shit on her. I said, niggas ain't shit. Look at you. You out here getting drunk. You smoking weed and all that stuff. What are you doing? What are you doing? I said, bitch, ask yourself what I'm doing. Ask yourself why I'm doing this. And she said, I know you was there. I heard you. He was like, I wasn't there. I said, Cedric, you got caught, bruh. Go ahead and own up to it like a man. But he couldn't do it. He just walked away. I said, girl, I love you some Cedric, but leave that nigga alone. I'm telling you about these little nice light-skinned niggas ain't shit sometimes. Bitch, I'm seeing that. I see what y'all be saying. Okay? I see what y'all be saying. This whole thing with Eva meeting up with the organization that's trying to go into bed with them, she basically told her boy, you know what, you can fuck yourself because this not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But she had to go meet up with Diamond because she said, you up here embarrassing the goddamn school with all this stuff that's going on. You fighting up in the club, fighting up in a restaurant like you 12 years old, high school shit. Okay, I was there. He said, yeah, you was back there in that corner having them little shady dealing meetings and shit. Yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh, okay. She called him out on him being sick. He tried to hide it and deny it. She said, yeah, bitch, I saw you coming out the oncology department. So, come on now. It is what it is. They still gotta, I'm not gonna say that their relationship is as bad as it was when it first came on, but they still got that love-hate shit going on, or that like-dislike, or whatever shit going on. It's gonna be some shit. It's tense. He called Noni up into the office and he was talking to her. She was like, "Hey, Director Diamond, how you doing?" And I was like, "You want me to sit?" He said, "No, don't sit, because you're not going to be here that long." I said, "Bitch, you finna leave her hanging like that? You finna tell her off right now? You finna kick her off the team right now?" And he was like, "You know what? There's this thing about scabs. You know, you get a sore and you get it scabbed over. That means that it's healing. But for some reason, some of us, we just want to peel that scab off and then have to start all over again." And she was like, "You know, you interrupt the healing when you pull the scab off." I said, "Bitch, we didn't need you to come through and give us, you know, the biological, you know, technical terms and the functions and all that shit. Just listen to it and read between the lines of what he trying to tell you, girl." Okay. So he was basically like, so with that being said, just like pulling that scab off and starting all over again, I'm about to start all over again in this investigation about how my music got stolen. And I want to understand how old boy, and why would he go ahead and take my music and give it to old boy? I was like I said, he took it. You know, people just probably aren't, you know, who they say they are. Okay, he said, "I watched this boy since middle school all the way to now." Okay, so why would he do some shit like that? She was just, she had an answer for everything, and it just came so easily. And you have to look out for a bitch who can do some shit like that. Them motherfuckers are borderline psychotic, okay? I'm just telling you. You know, if you can lie so easily like that without blinking your eyes and not feeling nothing, watch out. But it's understandable the reason why she did it, but she just didn't, her tracks. She couldn't follow, you know, cover her tracks well enough. That's what it is. She did it to get back for her friend Ebony. You know, y'all remember when dude did the hazing, he went too far. She ended up in the hospital and in a coma and all that shit. And she got him kicked off the team by setting him up. But see, she didn't think long term about what if she get caught. And, you know, shit happens. So Eva. Eva goes over there to Jason's place. And Jason is literally giving her the cold shoulder, like, "Look, bro, you know, it is what it is. I'm not finna stay here. I'm gonna finish my dissertation at this other place out there. I'm going home. You know, my family out there, they got me into this, and you know, it is what it is." She was like, "I know I hurt you. Okay, I just wasn't prepared for you to, you know." He was like, "No, it's fine. I shouldn't have did what I did. It is what it is. What the fuck did I think about, you know, you gonna go ahead and marry a nigga like me, bitch? You know, you can go. You can go. It's all good. It's all good. No, 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 no. It's all good. It's all good." Just like I said, Eva, you sat there and took your jacket off, and you was tired of this boy coming around, okay? But you keep on messing with him too. So y'all playing with each other. First you want him to leave, then you want she wants you want him to stay. Then you keep on going over there trying to fuck him because you was trying to get some dick that night, okay? And he turned you down and he closed that door, damn in your face. And I said, "Oh, he is over you." But then again, I said, "No, he not." Because as soon as that happened, we see another scene where he runs into Sydney. I said, "Yep, I forgot that he ran into her in the at the fundraiser last season, and he finna be playing this game." I said, "How he gonna get back at her?" Through her daughter. Fuck the daughter over. I said, "Oh, he trying to say, you know, well, I hit you up whenever I can and all this stuff, and we still got each other numbers." He watching her on the quad and shit. And I said, this psychotic. Y'all gotta be careful, okay? Sometimes that young dick ain't good dick, okay? They just cuckoo in the face and everything. It's just, he just look crazy. He just look like he ain't up to no goddamn good, okay? Don't trust it all the time. So when all this happens, let me fast forward to see if I'm catching everything. So the coach, he's sitting down there with one of the team players, the big giant dude that be with Bo Johnson, with Big Bobo, and dude basically is about to be on academic, probation because his grades have faltered. And he was like, "You need a 2.0 GPA to play on the team." I said, 2.0? Bitch, you mean to tell me you can't keep a 2.0 GPA? He was like, "I didn't know my grades was low." He said, "Your grades go out over Christmas break. I usually don't check them." What? Now he getting in his feelings because he let his grade slip and he is getting, reprimanded for it. And it's possible that he's going to get kicked off the team if he don't get them grades up. And you upset at the school for that? Bitch, be upset with yourself because you're the one that's not studying. You're the one that's probably not going to class, and you're the one that's not taking it seriously. It's not the coach's fault. It's not the teacher's fault. It's your fault, okay? And so, little girlfriend had to tell him, get your ass up, go take your ass a shower, and let's hit these goddamn books. All right. And then he talking to the football team, reading the letter that Terrence wrote, and it was like, you mean to tell me none of y'all knew that he was sexually assaulting these girls? Like, what is it that we missed? How is it that, he said we was like family and whatever, and we let him down, but we didn't see that he was doing all this stuff? Okay. And then you got the other football players saying the same thing. So it's a lot to deal with at this point. I said sometimes a lot of these people that's out here doing this shit, they do that shit undercover that you don't know. So when you find out about it, you're like, I never would have thought. I never would have thought, shit like that. So after that, that shit happens. I just want to get to this part. The best part of the whole episode was when Mr. Diamond was about to get ready for the new band shit. They all having a band now. He discussing, the new championship. We gonna have to come back from this debacle. What was the last thing we had? Okay, that's on my fault. I take responsibility for that. That ain't on y'all. That's on me. I fucked that up. But see, what we gonna have to do? We gonna start over. We gonna come clean. We gonna come correct. And what we gonna do is clean house. Cause bitch, I ain't got time for conniving ass rats. And I said, bitch, what? And he was standing right over Noni. I said, oh. He said, get your shit and get the fuck up out of here. Bitch, he went off. He went off. She was just sitting there smiling. Yes. I said, bitch, you ain't finna get picked. Turn that smile down because, turn it down a little bit. Nope, turn it down all the way. Because he was just about to go in and he went in and let her have it in front of the whole band. Okay? He blasted the fuck out of her. And I said, it's what she deserved. It's what she deserved, though. But, at the end of the episode, because Sydney and Ava had a conversation about this whole Terrence thing, she said, she don't want to be looked at as a victim, and she don't want him to be controlling her life because it still feels as though he's controlling her life and he's not even here anymore. And if apologizing to making this public apology will end this shit, mama, just go ahead and do it. I know you don't feel like doing it. I know you don't agree with it, but just do it so we can end it. And, she wind up giving a little PSA, a fake ass apology, filming it. And Bo Johnson, his girlfriend was like, that motherfucker don't deserve our tears. And she was like, you damn right he don't. But sometimes we gotta do shit we don't agree with. But for the greater good. And that was the end of the episode. It was a cute little start. It was a cute little start. It wasn't heavy. It wasn't that deep. It was just right enough for me because bitch, listen, I'm tired as hell. So I ain't feel like going deep into shit. I ain't want to see him and be like, this is so thought provoking. No, I just didn't have time. But y'all tell me how y'all liked it, and I will see you guys later. Peace.